Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Wrestle Wire. Hope this finds you fantastic. I really do. It has been a long week. It has been an exciting week for professional wrestling as well. If you haven't been keeping up, there are new champions. They had that AEW had their Dynasty pay per view, which was a success on Sunday. A Yeah, Swerve winning the world title from Samoa Joe, so congrats to him on that. Uh, Willow Nightingale won from Julia Hart, so that's a pretty big deal for those two. WWE's crowning new champions as well. What's up, Brian Scott? How you doing, man? Um, Dude, there's a lot up. There's a lot up. We got a lot going on in pro wrestling this week, dude. It's insane to me. Actually, speaking of, I got to send a damn message about my guest later on this evening because we got a show to talk about. And we're incorporating that in. We're not doing an indie spotlight show on that company directly. Uh, this is just one of their talents coming on talking about the show that's coming up this weekend. Uh, you know that's all. So we try to do that because we try to help out the locals as much as we can. As much as they're willing to do, we're willing to do for them. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it works. But WWE's been off the chain, off the charts. But before we get into WWE, I got to talk about AEW. So look, you crowned a new champion. Cody Rhodes been talking about 2 weeks now, opening shows or doing promos or whatever. Your new heavyweight champion in a throwaway match. Why? Like, where was the celebration for that man? Where did he get his flowers from? Because I didn't see it. So give me a break. I'm not saying that they need to follow WWE in everything that they do, but I am saying that in an occasion where you're crowning your first or your first black champion and or African American champion, whatever you want to call it, why would you not invest more into it? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Why wouldn't you put more into it? You got to do the things to make your champion look and feel larger than life, and they didn't do it, in my opinion. Especially not putting him in some throwaway tag. Now let's talk about later on in the show where you close the show out with this weird turn of the elite turning on Tony Khan and Jack Perry shows up. I had a feeling they were going to do this where Jack Perry came back to the company as the scapegoat and all that. I didn't expect him to line himself up with the elite, but in reality, making that storyline flow off of what really happened isn't a bad way of, you know, garnishing some of those bad things. You know what I'm saying? You can make money off the bad. And a lot of people don't understand that. Hopefully they do something decent with it and it continues to go from there. Been kind of falling behind, been real busy lately. So I've been falling behind on things like TNA and NWA. So I don't have too much news on them. I do know that they are doing a lot of things and they've got a lot going on. There's more shows coming up. Tommy Scott chiming in. What's up, Tommy? How are you? Uh, so hopefully those companies continue to do what they're doing because they're getting good headway. They're getting good headlines. This is what you want out of growth. You want solid, dependable growth, and they're getting it. So I'm all about it. I'm way about it with them getting their shots. Uh, just got a message from my co-host. He will be here shortly. Had some things to handle on the home front. Which, dude, that stuff happens. I'm telling y'all here and now. Tonight's show was literally if I got a phone call that said, "Hey, um, we need to change plans for the night." I wasn't going to be here. It was either going to be David doing the show by himself, or it was going to be us doing the show like tomorrow morning or something because it is what it is. You know, you gotta handle your personal business before you handle anything else. And I stand on that, and I stand on business too, which is one of the reasons I really like the wrestling business. Um, Either way, AEW did what they did with that. Tony Khan looked ridiculous with the bumps. If he doesn't show up to the Jaguars thing today in the draft for the NFL in a neck brace, what are we doing here? Like there was no sense for you not to do that. It would have made way more sense for you to be in a neck brace, in my opinion. I think that would have made it more fun. But we'll see what happens there. Let's see. That's pretty much all I got for AEW. You know, good on them for crowning new champs. I don't know. Swerve is a fantastic wrestler. Yup, he's over. Yup, he's popular. Yes, all those things. Yes, is he a draw? Is he a draw? That's where the money is. It's not about how cool somebody is. It's about putting asses every 18 inches. Because the more asses in your venue, the more merch you're going to sell. Man, Saturday. I'm trying to remember Saturday. I don't even remember Saturday. The hell did I do Saturday? Did I work Saturday? I think I worked a show Saturday. Yeah, that was the Matthews Cup, I believe. Pretty sure that was the Matthews Cup on Saturday. I worked the show, so I didn't get to watch it. And that's the thing. I've got to get back to the DVR and really catch up on a couple things. Shit, we didn't get to see much of NXT Tuesday night or no Wednesday night last night. I didn't get to watch much of AEW. I had to go catch it on online today. I was on the road doing stuff. Had somebody and wanted to see him, so me and the troop hopped in the car and we went and seen our friends. So it's just what we do. Uh, but people are talking right now. Swerve Strickland this, Swerve Strickland that. Hey, I'm for it, man. Is the guy a draw? Are you going to be able to make your money off of him? That's where it's at in the end. That's what people need to understand. This is a business and it's about money. And I'm sorry that a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, well, we love this. Great. Good. You love it. How are you supporting it? If you love something, you want it to grow. You don't love a flower that you buy in a pot and not water it. You don't, you can even compare it to a relationship if you want. You don't love somebody and not try to water them to help them grow. I mean, that's just facts. That's just how life is. You gotta want to, y'all gotta want to grow. Everybody gotta want to grow together. But anyway, look, I ain't getting into all that shit. I've been in one of those modes lately, man, where everything's starting to flow out, and I need to rein some of that shit down because we talking about wrestling.